Plaintiff Dwayne Mahone owns a handful of buildings in Chicago, and he hired the defendant to work on one of his units. However, one day when Dwayne went to check on the worksite, he caught the defendant having sex on the job. He's suing him today for breach of contract and stolen property. Defendant Xavier Sanchez says whenever he and Dwayne would go out to the bars, he would do all the work trying to pick up women, and Dwayne would swoop in and take the women home. He's countersuing for lost wages and emotional distress.
Start with you.
I'm a property owner. I own a handful of buildings in Chicago where I manage them and repairs, anything that's necessary to keep my business running.
How'd you get started?
I started out just grinding, just building up the capital to purchase one property, and then you go from there. And whenever you can build,
Did you
get
get
another
loans or financing for anything?
Oh no, it was all through loans. My first one was a FHA loan.
Okay, good.
Down was.
You had the credit. Your credit had been.
Yeah, credit is solid. Same thing as my my background, just as far as working consistently, so I could have the income to purchase that property, right, and then just following through with the.
How much was it, if you don't mind? How much had you saved? And how long did it take you to save it?
The first one it wasn't that much because the FHA came through with the 3% down. It was the property itself was $120,000. Then there were some costs with the down payment, so I think the total was like $6,000 I had to come out of.
And how long did it take you to save that?
It took almost a year.
All right, I always ask questions that can benefit other people. That's why I'm asking. I'm not nosy.
Yeah, the background is important.
To benefit other people, letting them know, you save your money and go little by little. Now you have several properties. That's what you're telling me, right?
Exactly.
Started with one by saving all your money. Then kept your credit cool. And that's what happened. Now you're in business. Good. Congratulations. So tell me how you know the defendant.
I've known Xavier for a number of years, like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years. He's been very helpful at times. Was just
in what way? With your property repairs?
With the properties. Anytime, like I'm gonna tell you, when we started out, he came through some emergencies. He'd come and fix whatever it was, whether it be a broken door or a leak, or just coming by and cleaning up the yard after somebody just threw trash everywhere. So he's been helpful in that way. But
then he got on crystal meth and fentanyl.
I can't speak to what he does outside of working.
I'm just asking.
But
that didn't happen, did it?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'd say he got some tendencies that we gonna definitely have to question that, right?
I'm just asking. I don't.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it ain't even funny. Sorry.
No, that's why I'm not laughing. That was a simple question. That's why that ain't funny, man. It ain't funny when it might be real. Go ahead.
Yeah. So just working with him through the years, it's been hard trying to get him to sometimes show up to certain jobs, and then if he do show up, he harassing certain tenants, like if she, curved the right way and he's there to fix the door, he's gonna ask her, when can we go out? When can we spend some time together? And not just taking no, but
totally unprofessional.
Do the extra. So it's been, I had to pull him aside and say, look, bro, you here to do this job. I don't need you messing up my relationships with my tenants. I don't want you messing up none of my money, right?
Defendant Xavier Sanchez is being sued by his former employer, who claims he caught Xavier having sex on the job.
Let me hear from him now, and then I'll get back to you. So.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm even here right now, and this is embarrassing on my part. We were supposed to be friends, and he got me coming up here looking like a damn fool. Okay, now you know damn well that girl.
You sound like a fool in here cursing.
Yes, sir.
You sound like a fool.
My apologies, sir.
Now move on. What else?
We were good in the beginning, Your Honor, and then he literally just turned into the boss from hell. He's making all this money and barely paying me any of it. We would go out to the clubs, and this guy would be like a teenager all over again. And he looks at me like I'm the horn dog. Your Honor, this guy is a jackrabbit. He would be on everything. I would put in that work when we go out to the bar because we were friends originally. I would put in the work, Your Honor, and pay and be like, man, I'm looking at this girl trying to get some opinions from him. And he'd be like, okay, let me go talk to her for you, try to get you in. Next thing you know, he's sweeping her. Man, he's taking her home, Your Honor. And this is the third time it happened. I'm just frustrated, Your Honor. And it's not cool. I put in the work. It just ain't right, Your Honor. And we started off good.
5 to 7 years you all have been associated?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you've been friends so much so that you hang out together and compete for women.
It ain't even competing, sir. It got to the point where he was slowly but surely living vicariously through me, trying to be me. Because I would go ahead and have the confidence to go talk to these girls. And as soon as I get all the work done, he would go ahead and just swoop it in. Talking about, oh, well, you work for me. I'm your employee. You need to get up and go to work tomorrow. Embarrassing me in front of these females. And I'm just like, are you serious? I would just walk away, Your Honor. If the girl wanted to come home with me, she could. But at the end of the day, guess who she went home with? Fabio.
All right. But everything you say, I didn't hear you say it happened on the job. That's what he says was going on with you, though. He says you were hitting on the tenants, which is really could damage his business.
I'm just very polite. I'm very just out there. I like to present myself as a polite employee and give them whatever they need. I'll give them whatever they need. And if it might have been that they needed a little love, I would support that too. But it'll always be off the job, Dwayne, and you always supported me on that. That's the part I don't understand. You would be like, oh go ahead if you ever got it.
On having relationships or relations with your tenants?
No, never did I support that. I did tell him multiple times not to even engage in any of that. You know, because
I tell you multiple times not to do that.
No, sir. It was a whole setup situation where he'll be like, I got this tenant. She looking good. Why don't you go ahead and handle that and see if you can make her stay or help you do the work better?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe he would be successful as a businessman at this point. If that's the way he operated his business. And what else you want to tell me, sir?
Okay, I mean, there's been other situations where I get a call from a tenant who tells me that I got a leak going on in my kitchen sink, right? And I specifically remember this one case where I call him and say, hey, there's a leak going on. Can you please come by, go by this place, give him the address and take care of it? He assures me he's going to take care of it. And then I get a call from the tenant the next day that it's still leaking. Now there's a big flood in the kitchen, and he's nowhere to be found.
Had he gone over there?
Didn't even come over. He got involved with another situation involving God knows what, whether it's getting high somewhere or going by some other chick house, because that seems to be his focus majority of the time. Obviously, he's going by tenant's house, can't take no for an answer. Then
he never has them come over to his apartment or house.
I mean, the details of those specifics I can't even get into.
I'm just saying, going into tenants' homes.
Everybody can see the manager going into your home or the repairman going into your home, staying for an hour.
Yeah,
and
evidently he must not be that. He must not take a long time, because a lot of times we're not hearing too much about that. But yeah,
Judge, that ain't true. It ain't true. He would set me up to fail. He would have me go to these tenants' house and give me the wrong address, so I'm over here knocking, looking like a fool in this bad neighborhood. I would be the only guy there, knocking on this random door, and you send me the wrong address. And then you think it's funny when it happens. You're like, oh, ha, just call it off. Am I gonna get paid for this hour that I spent on this neighbor just knocking, waiting there for you?
I always took care of you financially anytime it was necessary. Like, we got no problem.
Kept me at minimum wage, Your Honor, the whole time I known him. Minimum wage. Hasn't even boosted me up.
For repair work?
For any work, Your Honor. I would go ahead and do toilet work, which is easily $250 repair, and he would pay me minimum wage. It'll take me 3 hours, I'll get $45. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you didn't have a particular skill level.
No, I did, and I put my trust in Dwayne during the whole pandemic to keep me working.
What had you done?
I've done flooring, I've done fans. I do clean out apartments when his tenants will leave the apartment nasty.
So why did you accept minimum wage?
Because it was during the pandemic. He said he would take care of me. In the beginning of the relationship, he even gave me a car to get to work. Next thing you know, though, the car doesn't work. So I'm over here still walking to work. I put $1,500 into that car, and you did me bogus. You did me bogus on that car.
You gotta take care of regular maintenance. What you want me to do? I gotta give you a car and fix it for you?
Come on, man.
Defendant Xavier Sanchez is being sued by his former employer, who claims he caught Xavier having sex on the job.
What happened in this instance that you're suing him about?
Okay, I'm suing him because we had a contract. He's supposed to take care of a bathroom and a tile, flooring, and all that stuff he's supposed to do. I get a call from my tenant, and the tenant asked me, did you move somebody into the apartment? And I'm like, no, I didn't move anybody in there. The contractor's over there working right now. He should be finished already. And she's like, well, no, you need to come take a look at it because it doesn't sound like anybody's working down there. It sounds like somebody's living and having a party in the basement. So instantly, I run, stop what I'm doing. I get in my car, I drive over there. I open the door, and it's a cloud of smoke that hit me. And I go inside, I go down the hallway, turn the corner, it's music on, so he couldn't hear that I was coming. And there's an air mattress blown up in the middle of the living room / kitchen. And this dude laid out with some girl, spent condoms on the floor, and they just, all type of just recklessness going on.
You got to understand, Your Honor, he's been on my case with all my girls. So this was the only time I could actually have some privacy without him trying to swing in and take a girl. Dude, don't even try to do that. Every time we go out to the club, you leave me hanging. You leave me high and dry.
You think it was all right, what you did?
I don't think it's all right, Your Honor, but I do think that he gave me a month to do the apartment. I had enough time. I had a little, I had to have a little me time too. And he said it was okay. Once again, he supplied the mattress.
Even if I know the game. I was on my lunch hour when I did it. That's what I'm about to hear next when I say that you shouldn't do that in the workplace, on the job. It wasn't on the job, it was lunchtime. You were on the job. Anytime you're on his property, you're on and got a woman there in the bed on his property and doing work hours just because you took your 15 minutes, just because you took your 2-minute break at that particular time.
2 minutes. Keyword, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He gave me that apartment to use.
So what happened to cause the breach, however, for the $800?
Okay,
you
so
fired him on the spot, or what happened?
Yeah, so so obviously I'm mad because I had the conversation with him. You got 5 days, not a month.
You're mad
5 days to finish this contract. We 2 weeks into it, and then I see this happening. So I'm upset that the job's not even done. Then you got my tenant. She got church in the morning, and she got to hear this dude downstairs, all that type of action.
Oh, the tenant has church.
The tenant has church
not
in the morning.
Woman
she got to hear all type
not
of
the woman on the
going on
mattress.
with this guy.
Dude, he knows the woman on the mattress, and that's why he was mad that I was doing what I was doing.
That's what it is. Well, don't confuse it. I never. Not with
Dude,
that one.
I'm
She was
telling
like
you,
a dope fiend anyway. I'll never go. So.
Living vicariously through me, man. Just admit it. You know what?
Go
You even
ahead,
got the same
sir.
shoes I got on.
So
the contract.
So yeah, the contract was I gave him $800 to start, and I bought the materials. Right? I get in there. I don't
$800 plus materials.
and I paid for the materials for him to. Now, the materials is gone. There's like a quarter of the materials there. So I can only assume that he went and sold the materials so he can get the drink and the weed and whatever else he was doing with the young lady, just so they can have a good time.
That's you,
because it probably was the best quality that he'd had in a while. But, you know what I'm saying, that's just all speculation. But the main thing is I gave him money, material's not there, and then the work's not done.
But
so
did you fire him, or did he
on the
voluntarily
spot,
leave?
and I almost put hands on him too. But he ain't had no clothes on, and I didn't want to get that close to him. So I'm like, you know what, bro, get up and get out. You got 5 minutes to leave. And that's where we went with it.
So when you give somebody permission to do what they want on their property, I guess it didn't involve sex, right?
Permission to get the job done.
You said, dude, the whole
Not that
pandemic
job
situation,
done.
I'm struggling to find somewhere to
You guys
live.
talk to me.
Yes, all right.
With regard to the stolen property, what are you alleging?
I'm alleging that all the materials, and I got receipts here for, what is this, page 3 through 6, all the Home Depot and Lowe's and Menards receipts of material that I purchased that was no longer in the property once they disappeared after he had access to the property.
How long after that did you find it missing?
It was about 2 weeks after I gave him access, which I only gave him 5. He told me 5 days.
He's on my case, but he don't come and check on me, right? And he leaves the door
I'm
open.
busy, bro. I got
Sir.
multiple properties. I'm trying to handle business, and let me finish what I'm trying to say.
Sir, when you fired him, how long after that did you discover the things you're suing for were missing?
Oh, that was pretty much the same day, within a day or two.
Because 2 weeks is a lot of stuff could happen.
Oh no, yeah, I misunderstood your question.
Okay.
2 weeks after I purchased.
All right. And you say 800, I'm sorry, how much worth of property? It looks like 621
Yes.
that you allege was stolen?
Correct.
What items were they? What page can I see the items?
Sure. Page 4.
Okay.
Page 5, 6,
Okay.
and 7.
Defendant Xavier Sanchez is being sued by his former employer, who claims he caught Xavier having sex on the job.
Sir, what do you say to this breach of contract for being paid without completing the work.
I did the work.
How much? All of it?
Yeah, yes, sir, Your Honor. I had to move in. The tenant was ready to move in, and I had to get the apartment cleaned out. He likes to come in when he's intoxicated to come and check on my work. And he thinks everything's a game. He'll bring a bottle in. Oh, let's chit-chat. Let's be best friends. And next thing you know, we go out, and it's the same concept over again. He's treating me like the lower class of the group.
Did you complete the bathroom?
Yes, sir, I did. Everything
All right.
cleaned
and
out.
the tile?
Deep clean, sir.
All right. And you say no?
Not at all.
Okay.
He did a
Anybody
quarter-
have any evidence?
About a quarter of the work he did. That's it.
And you say you finished 100% of it, sir?
Yes, sir. The tenant was ready to move in.
All
I even
right.
know her.
And what part did he complete, sir?
He did like the bottom 2 rows of tile on the wall
Okay.
and none of the floor. And no materials were
None
left.
of the floor?
None of the floor.
You didn't do any of the floor?
No, I did the floor, Your Honor. I
Okay,
think.
anyone have pictures?
Pictures of the work that was left?
Yes.
I have some
Particularly
pictures on
whether
my...
it's a new floor. That's a real easy one. We can end this case right now.
I got some pictures on my phone.
Anybody
Your
got
Honor.
a picture of the floor after it was
You got a
repaired?
picture of the floor?
On my phone, yes.
Open it up. Open it
And
up.
you'll have to. What date did you finish, sir?
I finished the date.
Approximately.
Let me know when.
Like the month? You mean, sir? A week?
Finishing the job that he's suing you about. You said you finished
Yes, sir.
everything, and I'm asking you when.
Oh, it was like towards the end of July.
Towards the end of July, you've completed everything.
Yes, sir.
All right. So go right ahead.
That's not a part of the exhibits, but I do have pictures that I took.
Okay. Yeah, let me see it once you bring them out. You have any pictures or any evidence that you completed the work, sir?
No, sir. I got my truth and nothing but the truth.
All right.
Here goes a screenshot of the photo. That I
This is a floor.
Except for being honest with your employer and not having sex on
He
his
gave me
work
that.
site
He
doing,
gave me that
I
mattress. He
know it.
said, gave me
told you to
permission.
have sex.
He let me
When
live
he told
there.
you to have
while I was
sex.
working on the apartment.
He told you you could have
And
sex on
after
the
work, I
workplace?
guess I should be.
No, not after work. Did he tell you you could have sex on his job site?
No, sir.
Well, quit acting like he did, double talking me.
Can you flip?
I've seen 1,000 dope fiends that try to double talk me. I ain't calling you one. Just happen to be saying 1,000 dope fiends try to double talk me, and I slay them because I've seen 1,000 of them. And you say this is complete. Got it. What date is this, sir?
Oh, that's actually where the current status is because I haven't been able to finish it from there.
This is the current status.
Correct.
July. Come on. Come on, guy.
Your counterclaim is for what?
I'm $1,500 for emotional distress and loss of wages that he never paid me for, sir. At $15 an hour. The whole
Show him
7
this.
years.
See that wall? Does that look like it's repaired to you?
That one right here.
It looks like it was getting there, sir.
Okay, getting there. You said you completed 100%. Have a good day. Get out of here lying to me like that, insulting my intelligence. Your claim is dismissed. Yours is granted. Bye. Yep, that's one of them stories from
Hey,
from one
I
of
ain't
them
even going
folks.
like
That's
even
one of
going
them
like that.
stories from one of them folks.
I ain't even go like that.
Bro, if you wanted the place afterwards, do the work, and you got it for as long as you need.
Bro, you
about my
see-
money, I'm trying to get that first and foremost. You should understand
You
that
set
as
me
much
up
as
to
I've
fail.
helped,
You
much
set
as
me
I've
up to
helped you
fail.
out over the years,
I ain't
bro.
going, Dwayne. You set me up to fail. Dude, we were supposed to be brothers and friends. And now you looking at me like I'm the enemy. Just pay me what you owe me. Dude, you kept me at $15 an hour. Dude, minimum wage, man. Come on, dog.
I done paid you too much. I done gave you vehicles. I done invited you to family functions. And I done took care of you more than anybody in this world would, bro.
Dude, you
besides
took
your
my
mama.
girlfriend. Dude, what do you want me to do?
I mean, your girlfriend said what's up to me, bro. I ain't got no deal. I can't do nothing
I
about
ain't even
that.
going like that.